Hey guys, welcome back to Kuma Style Reviews. What we're taking a look at is another Bandai Tamashii SH Figuarts figure. This is the Great Saiyaman. Of course, this is Gohan, his alternate superhero persona. Pretty comical, but actually really did some cool stuff. And even though the costumes, obviously, pretty homemade looking and things like that, I think it's awesome. It's some of the most fun that I've had watching Gohan as a character in the whole Dragon Ball series. So, as far as accessories go, zoom in a little bit here. We'll go over this stuff, but comes with an extra pair of antennas for his helmeted head, Super Saiyan 2, I believe that is, his alternate disguise when he doesn't have his helmet, as well as a base Gohan head as well. This is an open mouth for the helmeted head, a variety of hands and things like that, and a cover for his back because the cape can actually come off. And just making sure, again, we've got this guy in focus. Give you all a quick roundabout here. Alright, now taking a look at his height, not counting his antennas. He's about 5 3/4 inches tall. Articulation-wise, pretty normal Figuarts stuff, so ball-jointed head with up and down tilt as well. There's another joint where the neck meets that clavicle area right there, so get some of that in. And we might as well go around to the cape next because I'm not really the biggest fan of the execution on this cape. Honestly, I don't see why it was two pieces at all. It has some swivel in here, minor, because of the fact that the cape piece goes under this rubber piece here, and it doesn't really allow for a lot of side-to-side movement. The rubber piece has two pegs that peg into his back right there, but since it's rubber, it doesn't really peg in and have that kind of friction that this piece being plastic would. So just overall, I don't know, it all should have just been one piece and plastic. To me, I don't really get what having this be rubber does, but yeah, I found myself repegging that in more often than I'd really like. So it looks great though, I'll give it that. But one area where I guess maybe it does help is the fact that it doesn't hinder shoulder movement then. But I mean, if you just molded it a little bit higher or something like that to not block the shoulders, then same difference, you know. But I find myself constantly, this is unpegging from the back because it doesn't peg in super deep or anything. Yeah, just not really fun in play. But normal stuff, like these have a bit of movement on them. Shows themselves full 360, butterfly in and out. 360 at the ball joints. Alright, you got that there. Now one thing, in case I don't remember to go over it in the review, he comes with an alternate forearm that does not have the watch on it. So that's pretty neat. Ball joints. And they also have that rocking ability too. Ab crunch, 2.0 body. So quite a bit of it. Full waist swivel. Now he has one of these rubber skirts, but the nice part about this compared to like the Mr. Satan that I just reviewed not too long ago is that it's actually in separate pieces, so it's not going to hinder movement quite as much. So front, still not a lot, but at least it's not completely just blocked and you feel like you're ripping the skirt or anything like that. Back, there is swivel, but because of the shape of the thigh, there's no 360 swivel. Double jointed knees. Anchors are on ball joints. I said anchors, not ankles. Feet move forward, and yeah. So just something basic before getting into the accessories here. You got to watch the balancing with the cape and stuff like that. Bring that farther in, and there we go. And again, I find myself adjusting that stupid upper cape piece, which I don't like. That poses something. Alright, now we're going to start looking at some of the other accessories. We will start with his alternate disguise. Just pop the head off. And again, adjusting that cape piece. It's probably going to be a theme during this review. Just that one expression for it. And there's that. Now we can start looking at the two regular Gohans. Well, you know what? First, I'm going to take a look at that alternate expression. Alright, so the helmet comes in halves. Then you see this. Put the face back on. And again, adjusting the cape, or repegging the cape. It's not even adjusting, it's getting the cape situated in the first place. There's that. And now, we can start looking at the regular Gohan modes. Just go ahead and switch in that there. Alright. We'll start with the powered down head. And we'll get some comparison pictures with the regular adult Gohan using the 1.0 body so that you guys can see how the faces compare and this and that. The face itself isn't bad. It's just sculpted with these weird chubby cheeks that throw off the aesthetic. I'll say it looks a lot better in hand than it did, you know, in the promo pictures and things like that. But I think the real star, get that off, is the Super Saiyan head, which looks incredible. And I'm just going off of memory. I believe this is actually Super Saiyan 2. And let's see if this is pretty easy to unpeg, this forearm piece here. Yep. And in terms of accessories, this is pretty jam-packed if you consider it has the cape which comes off and on, all the alternate heads, and one thing I will say about the alternate heads, while I'm trying to get this situated, jeez, is that you don't have any that are looking sideways and stuff. I complain about that quite a bit on these figures. I cannot stand it. And there's a Super Saiyan 2. Alright guys, and closing this out, I've got him next to a couple of newer figures. Gotenks, Goku, this is a Saiyan raised on Earth version, the 2.0 body, as well as the Super Vegeta, Vegito 2.0, whatever you want to call it. Again, this has been SH Figuarts Great Saiyaman. Honestly, outside of that top part of the cape, I love this figure. I love this figure. I love the way it looks. I love all of the accessories. I actually bought a couple so that I could display his, you know, different forms between base and Saiyaman and things like that. It's just really good looking, and it's nice to see Bandai Tamashii really give love to characters that aren't the most popular in the world. Between this and Mr. Satan, the details on them and stuff like that are top of the line. So, this has been another Kuma Style review. Make sure to check out the full written breakdown as well as gallery on kumastyle.com. And as for this review, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.